This is your fall forecast re-release. We have all of your fall conditions here with Meteorologist Rhythm Reet. Rhythm, I refuse to believe fall is just around the corner. September 22nd is the fall equinox, and I have not yet indulged in a pumpkin spice latte because I'm still trying to hold on to all the summer weather that we've been experiencing. It's still warm. We experienced a lot of heat warnings this summer, but I think a lot of folks are wondering, are we going to get some relief from the heat across the country?
Well, when we are talking about the fall forecast, Victoria, fortunately for some people, and maybe even for you, it does look like a bit of an extension into the cooler months that are ahead. So when we take a look right across the country, we are expecting to see above seasonal conditions across most of the country, except for the exception of the BC coastline. We can expect to see near normal conditions as we're falling into fall. And one of the reasons behind that is because the seasonal temperatures along the coastline. Now, we will see seasonably cooler temperatures into the interior as we can be looking at the possibility of some of those cooler conditions moving down. But another area of focus is going to be above normal conditions across eastern Canada. So here in southern Ontario, Atlantic Canada. But a lot of people forget one thing about the fall. Just because we're saying above seasonal temperatures doesn't mean that we won't be looking at the possibility of some cooler interruptions, giving us that little bit of a break in all of the warmth. Now, it's not going to be significantly above seasonal, but a couple of degrees definitely lingering. And one of the reasons behind that is as we're heading into fall, we can be looking at an La Nina setup rather than a neutral one that we've been seeing through the summer months.
Rhythm, when we're talking about a La Nina setup, what does that entail? What does that mean across the country?
Well, when we are talking about a La Nina, we're talking about the cooler temperatures off of the coastline of South America. Those cooler temperatures end up driving our jet stream as we head into the fall or winter months, meaning the jet stream is a little bit further south, bringing with it wetter conditions across the BC coastline and possibly into southern Ontario.
In terms of precipitation, we've seen quite a dry pattern for many places across the country. That's prompted a lot of wildfires so far this season. Are we expecting precipitation this fall or not much?
Well, that's the thing with the La Nina setup that I just went over. So when we take a look at our fall forecast heading into these fall months, we can expect those above normal precipitation amounts, especially for the BC coastline. That is all going to be thanks to all of the warmer temperatures off of the BC coastline across the Pacific Ocean. We are already talking about those above normal sea surface temperatures. That's going to mean many low pressure systems with highly moisture latent systems. Now, across portions of eastern Canada, we can expect to see near normal conditions in terms of precipitation, with the exception of central portions of Quebec. We can expect to see more of that active storm track through the fall months, especially into November, with the exception of Atlantic Canada, for example. We are expecting to see less fall storms as we head into the cooler months, with the exception of possibly some tropical systems making their way up.